Hello and welcome to Couch Potato. Here's the third part of Best Action Movies. If you are interested in such movies, watch this video till the end and take a look at the previous parts too. Number 10, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, 2005. John and Jane Smith are a normal married couple living a normal life in a normal suburb, working normal jobs. Well, if you can call secretly being assassins normal. But neither Jane nor John knows about their spouse's secret until they are surprised to find each other as targets. But on their quest to kill each other, they learn a lot more about each other than they ever did in 5 or 6 years of marriage. Number 9, Extraction 2020. In an underworld of weapons dealers and traffickers, a young boy becomes the pawn in a war between notorious drug lords trapped by kidnappers inside one of the world's most impenetrable cities. His rescue beckons the unparalleled skill of a mercenary named Tyler Rake. But Rake is a broken man with nothing to lose, harboring a death wish that makes an already deadly mission near impossible. Number 8, Bad Boys 1995. Before Internal Affairs closes them down, detectives Mike Lowry and Marcus Brunette have 72 hours to uncover $100 million worth of heroin. After one of his friends is killed by the drug dealers, Lowry gets more involved. When Lowry and Brunette must trade roles to persuade a murder witness to cooperate, things get tough. Number 7, The Suicide Squad 2021. Supervillains Harley Quinn, Bloodsport, Peacemaker, and a collection of Nauticons at Belle Reve Prison join the super secret, super shady Task Force X as they are dropped off at the remote, enemy-infused island of Cordo Maltese. Number 6, The Equalizer 2014. Former Special Operations Commando Robert McCall faked his own death in order to lead a tranquil life. Instead, he emerges from his self-imposed retirement to save a little girl, and after coming face-to-face with members of a vicious Russian gang, he discovers that his quest for justice has been reignited. When the weak need the kind of revenge they would never get without McCall's abilities, he becomes the go-to man. Number 5, Equilibrium 2002. In the future following the Third World War, the father is in charge of a totalitarian fascist civilization that rules the whole planet. People use the medication Prozium on a daily basis to repress their emotions because they believe that the arts, music, books, luxury, and feelings are unacceptable. Offenders who are the underground resistance to the system and are the opponents of this new world are hunted down by extremely well-trained and strong agents known as the clerics. One of these agents, John Preston, experiences drastic changes in his life after he forgets to take his Prozium daily dose. Number 4, Nobody 2021. Trapped in a mundane existence, Hutch Mansell, a glum, humble, workaday suburban father, is petrified when violent burglars break into his home, threatening his wife and children. Imperfect Hutch summons up the courage to stand up for himself, only to find himself targeted by the murderous Russian drug lord and his brutal henchmen. It seems that Mansell has a death wish. However, in this world, there are two kinds of people, wolves and lambs. The question is, which one is Hutch? Number 3, Mission Impossible Fallout 2018. Ethan Hunt and his IMF team, along with some familiar allies, race against time after a mission goes wrong. This movie is currently the highest ranked and the latest movie of this franchise, but 2 other ones are yet to be released. The previous films are Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3, and Rogue Nation. Number 2, Drive 2011. This film is about a driver who works at a garage fixing cars, but also drives stunt cars in movies. He also does some getaway driving to earn extra cash. He gets close with a woman, Irene, and her child, who is his neighbor. Her husband gets released from prison and owes some people money, so the driver ends up doing a job with him. But it goes wrong and the driver ends up in a crime he didn't want to be involved in. Can he protect the people that he now cares about or not? Number 1. Top Gun: Maverick. This sequel, which takes place 30 years after the first, centers on Maverick's return to the United States Navy Strike Fighter Tactics Instructor Program, also known as US Navy Fighter Weapons School or Top Gun, where he must face his past while mentoring a group of younger pilots, including the son of Maverick's late best friend, Lieutenant Nick "Goose" Bradshaw, USN.